Hey, welcome everybody.
To
Adventurous.
I was going to go with Radventurous this time.
Didn't claim
It's
it
the
this time.
spin-off.
No stealing from me.
Okay. We are back for another episode of Weirdness.
A little bit more weirdness this time than usual.
That's fair. I had an idea once upon a couple weeks ago, and I thought to myself, it'd be cool, a completely improvised D&D session where the characters are improvised, the events are improvised, the bad guys are created by the characters.
Everything is improvised.
And we're just storytellers. So we're going to try some crazy stuff for like a little holiday sneak peek. Not sneak peek. It's not sneaky at all.
No.
A holiday special. That's the word. And I have the mom and the daughter here with me.
Hello.
Hi.
Yes, you guys are here too. Are you ready to try my nonsense?
No, but I don't think I'll ever be.
Bum.
Ba-da-bum-bum.
Storm.
Ba-da-bum-bum. Bum. Ba-da-bum-bum. Souls. Ba-da-bum-bum. Bum. Ba-da-bum-bum. Dragon. Ba-da-bum-bum. Bum. Ba-da-bum-bum. Roll. Dadventurous.
The very, very, very first thing and the only thing that is going to be decided by dice rolls and not our imaginations is going to be the setting. So whoever feels like they want to be the one to roll
Wow.
a D8.
That was fast.
You could do rollies for it too. Jeez.
You just have to call dibs before me, and I win. An 18.
I said an 8. I said a D8.
I was ignoring you.
I'm like,
An 18 out of that D8.
Yeah, I was
Make
gonna
it
say, you can
happen.
do
How does that work?
A 7. That's like an 18 on the D8.
Yeah.
That's good.
a 7. The opposite of what it is for most people these days. A volcano.
That was okay.
Well, it's Christmassy. People are probably in like cold area. Not everybody, I guess, but
That's
Sure. I mean,
What?
not everybody
Is
is
the
near a
what-
volcano.
it's very, very our location centric.
That's true. The opposite of what classical North Pole Christmas is, in my mind, is a volcano zone.
That's true.
Okay,
That's true.
no more jokes.
Wait, but what about Iceland?
It's both icy and volcano-y.
Hey.
Well, that's why I'm a dungeon master and not a professor. I'm sorry, I forgot about Iceland. To all our Icelandic listeners out there, my bad. All right, are you guys ready?
Yes.
Yeah.
Midday, ash falling from the sky. Slight breeze coating the obsidian, what's the word? The porous stone of this place that we find ourselves in.
The
Sure. The ash. Like snow almost. See?
Oh.
We've come back full circle.
I see.
And it lays down a thick blanketed layer on this area. And the air has this sort of choked quality because this is not just an ash for fun from a fire, but no, from a volcano nearby. But not an erupting, overly explosive volcano, but one that oozes out lava. Oozes out and bulges the stone up in certain places, and new craters have formed and peaks and constantly moving and churning. This place is hot, miserable, and dark, choking out the sunlight, clouds all settling in. What was that?
I don't know, a sound effect. I felt like it
That's
went
very
with the scene.
foghorny.
Is it a foghorn?
We're not on the sea.
No. I don't know. I don't do a good trumpet.
Why would there have been a trumpet?
I don't know. Can you imagine I don't know,
All right.
the ominous music in Mordor,
Well, We'll just go ahead and kick it off to that then. So as you guys are imagining this place, this volcanic, barren landscape, I think we go, the edges of this place starts going up and climbing into this volcano where there's like tunnels going in, and you can find access to lava and barely any brush, shrubs, anything. You just get those little scrub brushes that barely can grow on a volcanic soil place. No trees, no really anything. Life even is a little bit dead here. So as you guys are imagining that, I want you to now, one at a time, you can roll for it or call dibs.
No, we're not calling dibs. We're rolling for it.
I would like you guys to describe for me something unusual that might exist in this place, whether that's on the mountain or in the landscape or something. Not a creature, not that sort of thing, but what is something that almost feels like it doesn't belong here, but you find it here? Something that would cause an uneasiness to a mortal's eyes. And you can roll to see who goes first. If you're ready, or just take turns if you're not ready for that stuff yet.
You had a 19.
No, I got a 13. All right.
Something that might cause some uneasiness.
Mm-hmm. Like this is already a naturally like sort of dead place and the ash and the burning and all that stuff. But what's something that would even more cause a mortal anyway, an uneasiness?
I think in this place, I am imagining the lava rock meeting eventually kind of like a spring. It could be something that's like hot springs. So hot water from under the surface, but something that is creeping up from that hot water and expanding on all of this black lava rock is this bright pink kind of like mossy algae thing that is like spreading on out, and it has a very weird like glitter glow to it. Like something that wouldn't
be rising up out of the spring?
No, like mossy and algae like
so
covering
like
the rock
the sides,
and so
it's like
from the spring and coming up out
love
to
that.
cover up the rocks.
Okay.
Yeah. Something highly unnatural. Like unnatural in color, unnatural and like
Is it in the spring as well?
Like underwater. I think that's what I was
but like coming up out of the
yeah,
hot,
cool.
hot spring and
Cool. So we kind of zoom in a little bit to this hot spring with this sort of pink, sort of overly vibrant, unnaturally vibrant color almost crawling out of this hot spring, coating the rocks nearby. And just a sight that would catch your eye for sure. Very alien in its nature.
Yeah.
What do we find from you, the daughter?
I think, this is a dead place. That's a very inhospitable place. So I think around the area, but especially around that hot spring, I think there's just the occasional skeleton. Whether it's a mostly of wildlife that seem to have just dropped here and there, but also the occasional humanoid skeleton scattered about, and also a noticeably larger number in and among this strange algae kind of.
Like that is a cause.
Yes. Perhaps not of all of the skeletons, but of a...
So we find this algae growing up, this moss, this whatever you want to call it, coming out of the pool, and as we're kind of following it and looking, some of the lumps we see, it's like, oh, that's a rock that it goes over, and then you notice that the next lump looks an awful lot like a rib cage.
Mm-hmm. Or maybe you get a few, like, horses in and among there. Horses
Creepy.
And, like, large elk.
Okay.
That would be here, too.
So, as we go away from this pink moss hot spring bubbling with water, hot water, I'm imagining, of some kind, or maybe not, we'll find out. It could be volcanic, right? And so it's steam rising from the ground and everything. There's just bones and skeletons. I think the weird part is that they're mostly intact, right? So it's not like something came and scattered the bones. It's not like something came and feasted on the flesh of something and took it elsewhere. These are like full skeletons dropped dead and completely devoured by this moss, by the heat. It's hard to tell. So as we're looking out at this kind of section of this volcano, sort of where this hot spring is. You guys can either roll again or you can go off of the same idea. But I want you guys to describe for me a person or a creature or an entity, presence, whether this is arcane or fiendish or just a human or whatever, some thing that would be standing in this place untouched by these issues that you see. Somebody who doesn't belong. Maybe they're here to exploit this thing. Maybe they're the cause of this thing. We don't know exactly, but what do you imagine that those same mortals that would see something like this and have that uneasiness in their bodies, the same sort of feeling but with fear? What is something that you would see here that would cause fear or concern?
Something we would have never seen before.
Yeah.
I'm kind of imagining something other planar. Maybe something chimera-esque but humanoid. So like a multi-headed, strange-limbed, not the right kind of skin that we would see. Something very kind of otherworldly, where you could see aspects of yourself, but or aspects of things that you know, but in a really weird way.
Multi-headed as in different heads too, do you imagine?
Yeah.
Cool.
Like chimera-like, but not something that we would be able to be like, oh, that's a goat head. More like, that's obviously a head. It's got eyeballs on it, or, but.
Is it doing anything in this moment, this creature?
Sitting on like a stone that shoots out over like where the hot spring kind of like bubbles up. Dangling their feet, kind of the whole swishing back and forth with
almost like playful, like
dipping their feet in the water as there's like lava slowly coming down the hill off in the distance behind them. Hot springs bubbling up. There's all of this pink growth around them, and they're just kind of sitting on a flat stone that overhangs.
So I'm assuming like this kind of arms too long, with an extra elbow, long fingers, gray skin creature where like as their body, they have humanoid shape. They have 2 legs. They have a torso. But as we go up like this very awkward 3 heads, but it's not like symmetrical. I like to imagine one is very kind of forward facing, and I'm imagining almost like humanoid, but like a sunken in eyes with like goat eyelids and stuff like that, maybe some tusks. And then the other heads, one's very snake-like, and I like the other one being kind of like, I don't know,
filled full of eyeballs.
Just eyeballs. Just eyeballs. So we have
nice
human / snake.
Just eyeballs.
Well, and I think the snaky one, it doesn't have that like normal snake front. It's almost like what would freak me out is like a snake with like normal teeth. Like a very like snake-like feeling, but no fangs or anything, very like normal kind of awkward jaw. Yeah, just very creepy. Okay. And eyeball head. Gross and wonderful. Okay. That is one of the creatures we find in this place. What is the other creature or entity or presence or spirit or whatever came to mind first? Kicking its little feet.
Yeah.
Do.
Like very whimsy for something that looks so...
Well, you could find whimsy while being a creature of evil and death because you have caused terrible things, maybe,
Yeah. Joyfully eradicating all of the life.
Exactly.
The first thing that came to mind was something in the water, something that's not... You wouldn't usually see a creature in a hot spring. But I think beneath the surface, and it moves in and out of sight as it might go deeper down the hole or move behind a few rocks inside. The shape is kind of like an eel or a sea snake, very long and kind of serpent-like. With this, is it a fish? Is it something else? It's hard to tell, but I think it's got, maybe it glows a bit. It's a little bit bioluminescent. It has a lure on its head.
Like a lanternfish
Like
lure?
a lanternfish,
Okay.
yeah. And these big fangs that are kind of, and a large jaw that are kind of missized. The whole thing, at least in its head area, seems a bit mashed together.
Okay.
There's not a lot of, symmetry there. And I think it's a weird cross between like a lanternfish and an eel and something a bit like a worm in the way it looks in terms of like
Creepy.
texture. Kind of that same, maybe having a little bit of that pink tinge from the algae,
Okay.
and it's swimming in and out through this hot spring.
And do you think that this thing can also exist on land? It can crawl out of the hot springs and like...
I think you wouldn't expect it to be able to because it doesn't have like easy like limbs like a seal might have, but more like a sea snake, yes.
Okay. Thoroughly creepy. We have a worm, eel, lanternfish hybrid swirling around in the water, and we have this chimera-esque, three-headed, joyful, evil creature sitting above, kicking its feet in the water. I think as we're watching these two creatures in this place, whether they belong here or are the cause of it or something like that, we can think about that for a moment. But in the meantime, this place, I think it grows as we come and we're seeing this together. It gets darker, the air thicker. The joyfulness of this one creature seems to pick up a little bit of the chimera-esque thing. And the eel-like one, you're swimming in circles a little faster. It's almost like you guys are doing something here together in tandem, whether these creatures are an unlikely alliance or of the same area. You guys can think about that. And while you think about that and names for these things, I'm going to figure out what type of creatures would work for that.
Something like very
Like
not dangerous sounding. Something very kind of like soft and chuffy.
Chuffy?
Chuffy.
Chuffy.
Chuffy. I kind of like Chuffy.
Chuffy's great.
Does chuffy
Yeah,
work?
chuffy.
Okay, we'll call him chuffy.
Okay.
What about yours? When you imagine,
I think
what's it doing here?
I think this thing is an intelligent, perhaps to the not to the point of like speaking a specific language, but I don't know, more like a mimic octopus is intelligent. It still can think and solve problems and has a strategy. And so I think this thing is it's a creature of the springs. Most other things, living things that would approach this spring, it would consider prey.
But in this case, it is
But
not.
in this case, there's a new creature here that doesn't seem to be affected by the surrounding heat or algae, and it's weird looking. And I think, despite its usual indifference towards other living things, this Chuffy is interesting enough to leave alone.
Is intrigued by Chuffy,
Yeah.
the Chimera Man. That's all we got to go for. You still didn't come up with a name, though.
I don't know, something...
You know, you just
Something
kept
like-
going.
I don't know. I was like thinking of like, oh, personality. Something that sounds just slithery and like, I don't know, lots of S's. I think lots of S's and L's.
Slaraboo.
Slarbu could be there. Chuffy and Slarbu.
Yeah. You are going to look up Babau, Babau. It does not have multiple heads, but it does have multi-attack. It has a little bit of spell casting, and it has something called a weakening gaze.
Okay.
I think that fits. Yours, why don't you look up the Bone Naga?
Is Sazak fine?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just something to have. I mostly just needed time to figure out what you guys were going to be on my brain. So now, while you are looking up Sazak and Chuffy, You guys, can individually think about what those characters might be here for. If we'll step away from this hot spring, this obscure alien hot spring, and again, this choking kind of effect of the air and everything. Let's pull away from that and kind of whether we zoom out towards the mountain, towards the area where it's not dead, towards the sky or nearby. We have these creatures that we've described, but I want to have you guys imagine what kind of heroes would stumble onto this place or are seeking out this thing. What do you imagine that comes to mind when you have Chuff P and Sizak in these creepy areas and what they're doing? Does your hero know about this? Is this something he stumbles upon? Are they an adventurer? Are they
I think the hero would probably be some sort of fire druid, or even somebody very focused on like water spirits or something. So very druidy, trying to come figure out why the natural way of lava meeting land and everything is causing there to be more death, more bones, more things around that are happening. So coming to like investigate. So not stumbling really across these creatures, but coming to the area for a purpose and happening.
And what does this person look like in your mind's eye?
I think that they've sent whoever has sent this druid, that they're sending somebody who's got like a lot of background. So somebody who's
an older.
Yeah.
I
would think probably in the elven fae range, somebody who's very long lived, has seen a lot of things because this is weird, and they might have more experience.
Okay.
So
love that.
Yeah.
So we'll imagine this like older druid. I'm imagining lots of layers of fabric, even though you're in this hot place, this type of person who's like robes on robes with like jewelry and like all sorts
lots
of
they
jangle
trinkets.
When they walk kind of thing, you know.
Lots of different trinkets that have different specialties or capabilities, that kind of thing.
Wonderful. And for the daughter's heroic entity, what comes to mind?
I think this person has traveled here to investigate, but not to investigate why this region is so dead and so volcanic, not trying to necessarily like figure out if there's anything wrong. But this person that I'm imagining is a researcher.
Okay.
A little young, probably a human, middle-aged. And this person has come here because they've heard tell of all of the strange death and also goings-on happening in this place.
So an outside person.
Yeah, an outside person, not necessarily coming here to figure out if there's anything wrong, but coming here to see what kind of things they can see, and is more regarding this as a place to go find something new and strange to research.
And I made you guys look up the creatures, and I'm sorry, you don't need to look up those creatures. I need to have those creatures.
Oh.
I was just telling you what those creatures are, because you're not playing those creatures.
Oh.
I'm sorry. I'm playing the bad guys.
I was like, oh, am I playing this bad guy?
I mistook. So for daughter, you can look up Kenneth Artificer, Cannith. Seems like an artificer would be the type of thing that comes to my mind.
Very, very tinkery notebooks.
Okay.
You know, they've got the explorer hat with the boots. They're very much an explorer sort of type.
We have the Furbolg Primeval Warden, Fire Lance, spellcasting, communing with animals, detect magic, disguise self, can turn invisible, etc. Uses a spear mostly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and you could really lean into the fire side of the Firebolg. Primeval Warden. Furbolg. Haha, Firebolg. Furbolg, Primeval Warden. And those are your guys' characters. Okay, so we have this aged elven druid kind of person who has seen it all, done it all, and yet finds themselves in such a place that is beyond their understanding. Something new. And then we have this explorer. Where is this explorer coming in from, this artificer? Are you traveling by land?
Yeah.
Okay, coming across by land.
Yes, traveling by land to this place because I've heard tell of strange happenings and wants to figure it out.
So we reset this situation now where we are looking at this mountain in this kind of terrifyingly dark section of the mountain. You should be able to see the whole mountain as you're looking up, but instead there's this pocket of extra thick ash and smoke swirling, churning, causing a problem here on the side of this mountain. And as we come up and are approaching this area, we'll start with our elven druids person who can come up with a name now or as we go. You are clicky clacking your way up this stone mountainside, this volcanic landscape. And as you get closer, I think you feel this heat rising. You feel the choke in the lungs, this ash building up as you approach this area.
I'd have kind of a mask like veil around to try to keep the ash out, but I keep wiping extra that's been landing on my long eyelashes like off my face, and so I have these little ash streaks that kind of create that extra kind of cat eye look as you get like too much and it's piling up at the sides, so I get that kind of little extra almost sort of makeup look to the eyeballs as I keep wiping. I'm wearing really tall boots, like knee-high boots. They're extra wrapped, so there's extra layers on them to try to withstand all of this rough rock that we're going through. That long graying hair that's been pulled back into just kind of very, very simple low ponytail, just as easy as you can make it on up the hill. And I'm going to go with the name Lenore.
Lenore. I like it. Lenore the Druid. So Lenore makes your way up, and I think you approach this kind of ashy sort of veil here, and it's almost like palpable. You can almost reach your hand out and touch a change in the air as you feel that going further here would, there's something more here than natural. In the meantime, from a different direction, we have this artificer. What do you imagine they look like and whatnot, and how are they're making their way towards the same area, but you guys aren't meeting in this situation.
Yes, it's a different direction. Like, I don't know what those hats are called, but like when you think of an explorer, and they always have those hats that are like, it's not a sun hat, but
it's like the hard hat, but it has a brim.
A hard hat, but like has the brim.
Yeah.
He's got that on top of his head, maybe with a strap tied under his chin to make sure it doesn't blow off anywhere.
Okay.
I think he's got these goggles on to protect his eyes. Maybe wasn't anticipating quite the amount of ash here, so holding up a scarf to his face to, again, try and keep that out. I think, again, I said middle-aged human, kind of like brown hair peeking out from under the hat, and paler skin. He's got a backpack on and several pencils and various gear such as like tweezers and magnifying glasses and everything just sticking out of various pockets. Laced up boots, just very
quintessential explorer.
Very quintessential. Like, he's looking around at the doom and gloom, but I think he's just kind of excited.
Okay.
Excited to see here.
So excited to see. Name still would be cool.
I was just gonna say that. You have to give me a second. We're gonna go with Adrian.
Adrian and Lenore.
Like it.
And same thing. You come up to this kind of choked ash thing, but Whether or not you pay attention to the fact that it's more palpable or not, I don't know. You guys charge in to see what is going on. As you enter in to this place, you can barely see anything. The ash, everything's starting to swirl almost cyclically, maybe around a pool, maybe around something. And as you push through, I think you start to hear voices in the other side as Chuffpy and Sizak start to talk to each other in a language that is both familiar and guttural and alien. It's like it's all languages at once. Their voices are strange, especially Chuffpy, who speaks in sort of this like higher pitched voice, and then a deep voice, and then a very raspy voice. And there's these combinations of all three of those voices speaking together at the same time, versus this swirling eel-like creature that I think whenever it speaks, it kind of has like a crackle in its voice. And they seem to be speaking to each other in this place. And I think as you guys come through both at the same time, Lenore and Adrian, you are witness to this swirling creature in a water surrounded by this pink growth. And sitting up above on a rock is Chuffpy, playing in the water, so to speak. And I think one of Chuffpy's heads, this eye-covered head that is completely and utterly covered in eyes, perks up, but it doesn't need to look in any specific direction. It just can look in every direction. And you hear this voice that says, "We have visitors here." And then one of the voices is like, "Ooh, how fun. I love visitors." And you both appear out of this kind of swirling vortex of ash at the same time and see each other and see these creatures. It seems as though this eel-like snake creature is starting to swim in such a way, circular figure eights, and then switching to kind of a square pattern, and then switching to diamonds. And it's the more it seems to spin and do here, the swirlier and more terrible the environment seems to get. There's some sort of event happening. What is it that Lenore and Adrian would do in this moment?
I think Adrian would hear the breaking through this ash cloud, and first hearing the voices, and then seeing these strange creatures and being spotted. I think he'd look around at the plural of visitors, spot this druid, Lenore, and just kind of, he'd be surprised at seeing another person here, but I think he'd just go, oh, and reach into his back pocket and pull out a notebook and a pencil and stay where he is, but starts taking notes and just says, hi, everybody. Fancy seeing you all here.
I think as you say that, I think Sizak, this creature that you couldn't really see what it was doing before, it like spins a little bit more, and the whole pink of this moss starts to glow, this sort of hot pastel pink color.
Ooh.
And then Sizak, this creature, sort of slows down and, unlike what you might have expected, slithers its way up out of the hot springs and looks towards Adrian with a voice that says, "You're not meant to be here, mortal, but it's favorable nonetheless." And it's going to start slithering slowly towards Adrian.
Oh.
Lenore, what are you up to?
I think with my long years of experience, I would be a little bit more cautious hearing
Sounds
voices.
about right,
yeah. So I would I would turn invisible while I cast Detect Magic and give myself a little bit more time to survey the scene and what, First instinct isn't to attack. First instinct is to familiarize myself with what is in this weird natural what should be natural kind of situation.
With like a fey step, you kind of like almost Homer Simpson in the hedge, like step back into the ash a little bit and turn invisible. And as you go forward, you'd have to go forward a little bit to cast Detect Magic in that 30-foot range.
Yeah.
So as you are going
being careful
forward,
not to like putting myself so I'm not stepping on this weird pink stuff as a just in case.
Yeah, I think as you step forward, I think as it glows too, maybe let's do the Detect Magic pulls up and it's going to be something akin to like a conjuration. That's the word I'm looking for. Conjuration.
Okay.
Very heavily conjuration in this place. And then also, could you do for me a stealth check with advantage?
Mm-hmm. With proficiency?
Yeah. And then sometimes under skills, it will say if you have a bonus towards it, but you might not. Monster block stat sheet.
Oh, I see. So 18.
Oh, wow.
Very good. Okay. The creature with these eyes, this chuffy creature, like cracks its back, kind of muscular, and I think it kind of stands up a little bit and looks around, and that same kind of eyeball head is like, it has gone invisible. We must find it. And Chuffy like bends down these like very, very muscular feet and leaps over the pool towards the other side where you were, but sees nothing in that moment.
That's probably enough for me.
That's probably enough for you because I was going to say
I would want to try to perceive.
Yeah.
Intention. Insight.
You can roll an insight. You can both roll an insight.
Oh yeah, I would like to. Wow.
Is insight usually wisdom or intelligence?
Wisdom.
19.
A 6.
A 6. Adrian?
Yeah.
50-50. But it's a big old creepy snake thing coming towards you. It's up to you whether you think that would be hostile.
Is Adrian busy like making like a new sketch, like a nature documentary, sort of sketch?
Yeah, I think I was in the process of making notes, and I think now that this thing has come out of the water, I was starting to make a sketch, and then have stopped and am looking confusedly at it, trying to decide what to do.
Okay. Well, in that case, Lenore with a 19. Absolutely, these things are beyond evil. These are entities that do not belong on this plane of existence, and a conjuration spell on top of that usually only means one thing in your wizened years of experience, and that is more bad things coming.
Ooh.
So, you have that moment where it does not see you, so we're not necessarily in combat yet.
It's looking for me.
But it is looking for you, and you get the feeling that it might have a certain amount of advantage with all the eyeballs that you created for it.
Oh no! What was I thinking? Okay.
So in this moment, Sizak starts approaching you, Adrian, slithering along. And it's not just snake-like. I think it's snake-like for a moment, and then it goes behind a rock, and then it's moving almost like a caterpillar. And then it like goes up behind a rock again, and it's almost like up, still moving like a snake, but like a cobra up high. And it's just this like creepy mix of things. As you are drawing and as you are looking, can you please for me make a wisdom saving throw as you start to notice this beautiful lantern-like bob that you created, swaying back and forth, very mesmerizing.
Why am I so bad? A 10?
Okay. I'm pulling this stuff from like various different things with the bone naga and other stuff as well to fit. I think that for the moment, wait, what'd you get?
A 10.
A 10, yeah. Your eyes go white. And Lenore, you probably noticed this person. You have no idea who this person is, but clearly a human person in this space. Pencil and notepad drop to either side, and you start to stare at this snake-like entity with the eyes of someone who is fascinated but not within their mind anymore.
Yeah.
And you are, for the moment, paralyzed.
Oh
no.
Yep.
Adrian's too clueless. He doesn't know what's going on.
And so, Lenore, I will give it up to you that in this moment, this thing is on its kind of proverbial turn, is going to look for you again, but you do see poor Adrian the Artificer locked in paralyzation.
Oh.
But also, Adrian's not dumb.
Yeah.
Adrian is actually probably quite smart.
Oh, yes.
So I think in that moment of fascination and this paralyzing beam of light hitting you, you would absolutely understand that this is a predator and this is a situation you don't want to be in anymore.
Yeah.
You would want to have observed this from a distance, but
Yeah, I think at the beginning,
could have
like
been
when he said that,
interesting,
like
yeah.
it especially with the speaking,
Mhm.
I think there was a little bit of like, oh, is this a neutral situation? And yeah, with that addition, I'm still fascinated, but something
the
that I
way
don't
you would
want
be
to
fascinated
interact with.
from like a grizzly bear chasing
Yeah.
you and you got to live to tell about it.
Yeah.
I think since I'm still invisible,
Mhm.
I would actually like very quietly walk in front of Adrian as like in preparation.
Oh.
I'm invisible currently,
You are.
but I don't know. This thing's evil. I will step in front to hopefully, as I come out of invisibility, because it's as soon as I attack, I'm going to cast my fire lance at this thing
Ooh.
and try to specifically blast target its little lantern thing. Obviously, that's
Yeah, just hitting it.
you know,
Yeah,
with the idea.
So
of
you're
trying-
aiming for the
trying to
snake thing
disrupt
instead. Okay.
the
I like
what do you call it? Disrupt the effect.
The paralyzation.
This,
for
like,
sure.
knowing that creatures like this are
Is-
like alluring kind. and-
Yeah, is Fire Lance explained enough on there to...
Yeah, it's just a ranged
Okay.
spell attack. So,
Okay, go ahead and roll your...
which would be an 18.
okay.
does that-
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Absolutely hits.
D10, which is
And I think in this moment, too, we'll roll initiative afterwards.
which is 9 fire damage, and then I am now in front of Adrian and fully visible. Does
So
this
you
break?
Mhm.
So my thought process was the hope that it would break.
So
that
you did
connection.
9 damage?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's a concentration, so
Yeah.
I will let you know.
It has to beat a 19.
Why does he have to beat a 19?
Isn't that, well, isn't it, or is it half of damage taken plus a 10?
No, it's not plus 10. It's
That's-
just 10 or half damage taken, to whichever one was higher.
Oh, okay.
And in this case, it does not succeed with a 0 con because the base is 10
Oh.
or it's half damage taken or 10, depending on which one's higher.
Okay.
If it was half damage taken, it would have succeeded, but since 10 is the base for beating this, Adrian, you are snapped to, and you see a druidic person materializing into visibility in front of you, forming a fire lance in their hand out of nothingness and spearing this snake-like creature. The understanding of what this means is not lost on you.
Yeah.
As I would like everybody to roll initiative.
I think that I would say, human, I hope that you have more up your sleeve than a notebook.
Yes, I do. Also, hi.
Also, hi. Okay, what do we get for
Thanks.
initiatives?
6.
It's Dex, right?
Yeah, Dex.
14.
Okay, Adrian, you snap out of it, and thanks to your newfound buddy, you actually get to go first.
Yay, thank you. I think I'd look at this thing and with the fire lance.
Chuff.
Did I give you weird thoughts
good, it was
for
good.
it?
Well, this works out well because we actually have a very back and forth initiative.
Nice.
Adrian, you are first. Go ahead.
Yeah, I think I snap out of that with that and her saying, I hope you have more up your sleeve than just a notebook. Adrian just quickly stuffs the notebook in another pocket that's already overstuffed. But I think presses a button on one of the straps of his backpack, and you just see, if you've ever seen like one of those like mech backpacks, those like weapon backpacks, it's a fantasy thing.
Yeah.
That just several various blades and bludgeoning materials, and also I think a very small cannon just unfurl from this thing.
Nice.
And he kind of braces himself and is going to press another little button and make a multi-attack on
With
this. With my artillery strike.
Oh, so with the
my
cannon.
little cannon.
Awesome.
On this weird snaky thing.
Okay, so you're aiming for the snaky thing with this like shoulder cannon.
Yeah,
that
with a little
pops
shoulder
up.
cannon that pops
Definitely
up.
a little more than a notebook.
Yeah.
Okay.
Peeks behind Lenore, like, oh, excuse me, let's sidestep here.
That's funny.
And it just crackles for a second. I'm going to shoot a little thing. First attack is a 22.
Yeah, that
Hey.
hits. Poor
Four.
Sizak. Just getting beat up. What do you ever do to you guys?
Came close.
Your creation. All right.
29
Damage? 29 damage?
I did admittedly roll really high.
Did you?
But yeah.
Cool.
I rolled really low on mine, so yeah.
Can I see the other guy actually?
I mean,
That's crazy.
so you just rolled insanely well.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just
That's
rolled
great. Just making sure.
Yeah.
Yes.
One attack and do it again.
Chuff P is also visible, and I think you see he leapt across this puddle and he slid to a stop. And whether or not it was the fire lance and the invisibility drop, or he noticed beforehand, he had already turned and started walking towards where Lenore was.
Okay. I think with that one cannon shot, I spot this other weird thing and just spin around, and I want to fire a shot at this
Yeah,
guy. I
go
got
ahead.
a 21.
21 hits.
Okay.
See if you can roll again as epically.
24.
Jeez Louise. Well, let's hope my guys get to do as much damage as your guys.
Oh no.
Rude.
So was that Adrian's turn?
Yes.
Are you staying put, Adrian?
If nobody is in melee range of me,
Not right now. Lenore is standing and blocking off
Yeah, I have a shield, so
the thing.
I think how far away is the algae versus like the edge of this ash shroud that's kind of blocking this area?
I'd say it's probably about 40 feet to the algae. It's a narrow space that we're in for
Okay.
sure. It seems to be just obscuring kind of around this pool. That guy leapt across it, so I would guess that was about like 30 feet. Seems like he's a bit of a jumper.
Are there any? You said there were rocks nearby.
Mhm.
I'm not a rogue, so I can't hide necessarily.
I don't think there's anything except for the big one that Chuff P was sitting on, kind of like Pride Rock from Lion King-esque sort of rock in my head. I don't think there's anything that's hideable.
Okay.
Yeah.
To like stand behind. Okay.
No, I think they maybe crouch behind, because I said there were some rocks that Sizak was going behind, but he's more of a slithery, smaller sized thing. So,
Yeah.
or not small, but low to the ground.
Okay. I think he'd stay put, actually. I think he'd kind of nudge up, is sort of, since I turned around, like, back to back with this druid person and say, well, this is certainly an interesting situation, isn't it?
And then I think as you say that and you just launched 24 damage to the three-headed creature, this monstrosity, you see this Chuff P, this creature with the three heads, crouch down, a smirk on two of its three heads, and launch itself into the air, leaping 30 feet and landing next to Adrian.
Oh.
technically be next to both of us.
Oh, I
both
know.
of us.
That's
Right
true.
now.
That's true. That's true. But in terms of targeting,
Okay.
and you see these two claws. It like does the Wolverine thing where it like swings its arms wide, and it has these claws, and then each of the heads as well. And so Adrian is going to make a couple different attacks on you.
Oh no.
First attack for only a 16.
That is exactly my AC.
Okay. So 7 damage on the first attack.
Okay.
Slashing. Second attack, the head that has this kind of like snake weird teeth aspect like extends out past its shoulder socket further, and it's going to strike at you.
With its normal
with
human
its normal
teeth.
human teeth and a snake head. For a 19 on the dice, so that's absolutely
hit.
going to hit. You're going to take 4 damage, but then you're also going to
That's
take...
because they're blunt teeth.
That's true. But then you're also going to take 6 poison damage.
Okay, so 17 total damage that
Yep.
turn. Okay.
Man, that's like a gnawing.
Yeah.
I
And
mean,
then
human teeth can still do some damage.
the humanoid head with this kind of like sunken goat eyes and weird jaw and everything, Lenore, it's going to look towards you because you gave this thing 3 heads, so I'm sorry. Is going to look towards you, and its eyes are going to go wide and glow this kind of amber yellow color, and it is going to attempt to sap your strength.
Okay.
Can you make a Constitution saving throw?
Sure.
It's not a high DC. It's not a caster, so...
19.
19, okay.
Ooh, nice.
You feel the effect pulling at you like he was going to sap away some of your strength, but you're able to shake it off because you're just so trained. You've dealt with this kind of thing before. Lenore, it is your turn.
From looking at these two and what they've been able to do so far, do they both seem to have the distance? This one is like right next to us currently, right? The chef bee.
Mm-hmm.
But the snake is further away. But the snake seems to have more range from what we've seen. Maybe I would just spear one of the heads, and starting with the eyeballs, since that can seek things.
Okay.
That is a 21 to hit.
Uh-huh.
With my spear, so I'm like reaching out beyond my my shield to try to stab this eyeball head. 21 to hit is 4 piercing damage and 10 fire damage so the fire like creeps up my
14.
spear and wraps around and blasts him in the face. And then I'm gonna pull it out and stab again with an 18 to hit.
That still hits.
Nice.
Another 4 piercing damage.
The low roll.
And 8 fire damage. So just I'm very consistent.
You are.
Very honed in.
Fire spear.
Mm-hmm.
It's flashing out, very magical.
But then
That's
I'm
cool.
also going to try to give my I'm going to remove myself from
Okay.
and try to give myself some space. So with that.
Okay. So then you're
probably to make myself a little bit more even in between the two that are coming, but not be like right within the Chef Bee's realm of.
So you're gonna try to get out of his.
I want to try to be kind of away from both of them.
Okay, so you're gonna risk the opportunity to
Yeah.
attack. Okay. I think this snake-like head reaches out and attempts to try to bite you as you go. Is this a 17 on the dice?
17 hits.
Okay. So just 9 total damage, not
Okay.
too high. 4 of it's poison if it matters, but you are able to fully move away. He does not have any way of stopping you. You move to the side towards the
I want to just kind of make
spring, or
myself a
just-
little bit more evenly spaced between them.
Okay, that's fair. And that is your turn. Sizak, this slithering creature that tried to have you paralyzed, but no longer has it. Courtesy of the druid that he's mad at. He is going to rise up on his hind, that lanternfish thing glowing, it raises up above his head, and with a arc of sparking heat and static electricity, this red lightning is going to shoot towards Lenore. And I'm going to make a lightning attack towards you. No, you roll. Sorry, not me. Dexterity saving throw.
Dexterity saving throw?
Yeah.
Ooh, 9.
You take 20 points of lightning damage.
No.
You see that zap like hit Lenore and like briefly stuns her for a moment. That big hit. Just as it like shakes through her, she's like gotta shake it off a little bit.
And then it's going to chuckle. And it's going to keep moving towards Adrian. It's like, let's try that again. And it's going to try, maybe next turn, to paralyze you once more.
Does it move?
It moves very fast. I'm going to say it can move 40 feet. So I think it can easily get to Adrian.
So it's in.
Melee. Both of them are within melee of Adrian right now.
Great. That's actually perfect.
She's got a thing, folks.
I think I see that lightning blast hit Lenore, and then this thing comes toward me, and I think Adrian's starting to be a little not okay with this situation.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. And so he, out of his sleeve, kind of set into his glove, he just raises up his hands and says, "Oh, that was not okay."
Consent, please.
Consent, please. And I'm going to cast Burning Hands.
Oh, cool.
On both of these guys, because it's a 15-foot cone.
Okay. You can position yourself around in a way that would blast them.
And you need to make a dexterity saving throw.
All right, we'll start with Chuff P, the 3-headed guy. He got an 8 on the dice for a 12.
No.
And for Sizak, got a 6 on the dice for a 9.
Okay. Neither of them succeeded.
No.
Which is wonderful. Which is a lot of d6s. 16 fire damage. I assume they're not wearing or carrying anything, so that shouldn't matter.
No, they're very normal in that regard.
Yeah. I guess says the fire ignites any flammable objects in the area that aren't being worn or carried, so I don't know if there's like the algae is flammable or something.
No, but I think like the top of the hot spring, when you like light alcohol on fire, it like catches the fumes of the gases and like for a second like this burst of heat.
Oh.
So that was cool.
Okay. So I think I'd stay here.
Okay.
Yeah, with that, again, the little gadget, but also taking mental notes of everything that's happening.
Okay. Cool. Then before we cut to Shuffpee's turn, what a ridiculous name. Shuffpee's turn, I'm going to roll for something else happening. So I think as we're sitting there and you finish this attack, this burning hands and this explosion of fire that for a second like woof, I think it catches all of your eye or both of your eyes over to the hot springs. And as you're looking, you see now whether it was that fire, it was happening in general, you look over and that pink moss growth has increased twice over. And it is now crawling up that rock that Chuff P was sitting on, crawling out of the hot spring and moving towards you guys.
Okay.
And so you see that the ritual or this thing that's happening is continuing on.
Okay.
And I think also that hot spring starts to turn almost like a black color from the bottom. There's a little black orb at the base that is starting to fill up that area.
Oh.
Chuff P is going to look over his shoulder, look back at Sizak, and be like, this is quite satisfying. And is going to leap. Yeah, it's going to leap. You get an opportunity attack.
Oh, yay.
Is going to leap into the air.
No. That's just a no.
Okay. Goes to hit you. Does not work. Is going to leap into the air. And as he leaps into the air and backs away a little bit, let's see. Holding something hot?
Am I
holding something metal? I'm sorry.
Not necessarily holding, but I'd say some of my gadgets are definitely metal.
Okay. I'm going to say that one of those like pieces of your backpack, maybe not your cannon, because you're not holding it necessarily, but like, or how about your pen?
Oh, no.
You're still holding your metal pen or your quill, and as he leaps away, he's going to cast heat metal on your thing with a spoken word of maybe something he can't do very often, but in this option, he gets to use it. Causes this item you're holding to glow red hot. You take 10 points of fire damage, and
Ow.
Please make a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution?
Mm-hmm.
I just dropped the pen. Why did I get a nat 1? That is a technically a 5.
So
not that it matters.
Well, in that one you don't drop it.
Oh.
Yeah, the Constitution saving throw to see if you can successfully release it from your grip.
Oh no.
You cannot. So on your turn, you can drop it, or if you want to keep holding on to it, you'll have disadvantage on ability checks. And then on my next turn, I can cause you more damage.
Okay.
But you failed to drop it. It's
Okay.
seized into your hand.
I think I just kind of go, my pen! How dare you!
And then as he comes down Iron Man stance style, he is going to punch into the ground near Lenore, and he is going to do a 5-foot radius explosion of force energy. Can you make a dexterity saving throw?
Are we close together?
No, you
Again?
said
No.
you backed away,
Yeah.
and she didn't move.
Oh, and so
He's
he cast
leaping
it. Okay,
up.
Okay.
Yeah, he cast a ranged attack, and then he...
What's the saving throw?
Because heat metal is 60 feet.
No, what am I doing?
Dex.
20.
Oh,
Not-
okay.
Not that.
You're able to roll backwards, and this is just a low-level thing. He is not able to cause you damage, but you are able to stand-footed or back away or whatever. But he has closed the gap with you.
Okay.
All right.
That is Chuff P's turn. Lenore, it is now your turn.
I think that I would cast Entangle at Chef P.
Okay.
Which is hoping that there can be some vines that come up, and out of this like low living thing, maybe I'm able to harness the energy from that weird pink algae. But he must make a strength saving throw.
He failed.
Or-
I rolled a 3.
Okay, so he's restrained.
Okay.
Yay.
And you can use your action to make a check for every turn, but
Okay.
currently you're restrained.
Okay.
And with that, I'm also going to, as my bonus action, use my hidden step to disappear into the ash cloud again, turn
Okay.
invisible, and make my way out behind, possibly to potentially, what is it called? Flank the worm thing.
Oh, okay. Working back towards the worm thing.
Oh.
Yeah. So
Okay.
big. So hopefully that Chef P is entangled and we can deal with this
Yeah, yeah.
one. But you're not going to be able to see me there.
Yeah.
You make your way over easy enough. Sizak's turn is going to attempt once more.
Wait, do I go last?
Wait, did I skip your turn? No, you went first.
Oh, I
You
went first.
Burning hands him.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, wait a second.
Never
Yeah.
mind. Sorry.
You go first. Sizak is going to stare you in the face once more, Adrian, and say, "You're mine." And then its orb glows once more, and it is going to attempt to paralyze you. Wisdom saving throw.
Oh, no. Well, I got the same number. I got a 10 again. Why?
It is going to hold you in its paralyzation, and then it is going to attack you. A bite.
Oh.
If it successfully paralyzes you, is going to get advantage. I'm so sorry.
Adrian's not very good at this. It's
Oh,
just too
I'm so
interesting.
glad I had advantage. An 18.
Yeah, that
Glad
hits.
you had advantage.
Yeah, I got a nat one on the other thing. And with this bite. Oh, come on. Come on.
Did you roll ones?
I rolled a 1 and a 2.
Ah, yay.
That's only 5
I rolled
piercing
two.
damage.
I rolled 2 ones, but I hit you too.
Oh.
So
That's only 5 piercing damage and 5 necrotic damage. So 10 total damage. How you guys doing?
No.
I'm about half health actually.
Mm,
A little.
yeah, same.
As Chuff P goes, his body glows, or sorry, as Sizak goes, his body glows a little bit, and you see that he's starting to shimmer a little bit, that same sort of pink color. And behind him and the hot spring, that pink stuff, moss, starts to grow a little bit more in the black waters. Adrian, it is now your turn.
Okay.
But you're paralyzed.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're
How long does that
paralyzed. How
last?
great. For me, you're incapacitated, can't move or speak. Yep, lost your turn.
Can I make another saving throw?
Nope, it lasts until the start of this thing's next turn.
No.
Hurry.
But complete loss of turn. It's not just
It's
immobile.
No, it's paralyzed.
Yeah, it's paralyzation.
Incapacitated, cannot move or speak, cannot move.
So no axe.
And it's Chuff P's
Chuff P's
turn,
turn.
and he
Oh.
is going to roll a dice to see what he does.
No.
Well, he's currently restrained.
He is restrained, but boy, nothing like trying to make a decision with a dice and getting a 10.
Smack dab in the
Nice.
middle.
Smack in the middle. We'll say he... Oh, no, you're not visible.
Nope.
Oh.
Can't see me.
Then he would try to break out. If he could see you, he would have done that. Okay.
It's
a strength.
It's like a weird, creepy hide and seek.
Yeah.
This is fun. Where'd you go?
Where did you go? I rolled a natural 19 on the dice.
Oh,
To what?
no.
Like
To
find me?
get out. No, you said I could get out with
yeah.
it. He just
Yeah, you broke
reaches
it.
down and tears it off, but that's his action.
Mm-hmm.
So he is going to, again, just charge over towards Adrian. Because that's what he sees, and he's just here to kill you guys. That's great.
Okay.
Lenore, it is your turn. You are invisible, but you are flanking the snake creature.
Mm-hmm. So, I'm hoping that I would get flanking.
Yeah.
Come out of the invisibility.
I'm fine with that.
And
Double spear.
stab with the spear.
Love it.
Nice.
So is that with advantage with the flanking?
Yeah.
So I got an 18 to hit.
Definitely hits.
Which is, yep, I keep rolling ones. That's a terrible. So that is a 4 piercing damage.
Oh no.
I rolled 2 ones on the D8 as
Oh
well.
no.
And 2 fire damage.
Oof. I'm so sorry. Please go again and get in at 20 so you feel better.
A 12 to hit
A 12 does not hit.
to have advantage and
I'm
break
so
my
sorry.
invisibility. Okay.
I'm sorry. At least you
Wait.
did some damage.
Concentration.
For your stinking thing.
You said it was concentration
I
beforehand.
did.
Mental notes.
No, your thing breaks free. You break free.
Yay.
Adrian.
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 Hello, everybody.
Yeah, Lenore, you want to do anything else?
That's everything.
That's
that I can
everything.
do. Yep.
I think behind you, you hear Chefby go, hey, there you are.
Lenore is just very stoic. Her eyeballs just flash up to Chefby, but then back down to this worm. That's the current concern.
Okay.
Okay.
With the paralytical effect, she's more focused on
Well, you are not
Sizak.
paralyzed,
So no advantage.
so no advantage, unfortunately. Is going to attempt to bite at you.
Chef P?
I'm so sorry. I rolled a nat 20
Sizak.
for Sizak for the first attack.
Oh.
Sizak also has a bite. They are both bitey boys.
Bitey boys.
Okay. 7 plus 3 plus 22 points of
Ow.
damage
Excuse
for
you.
the first attack.
For the first attack?
Second attack. No, the opposite of a nat 20.
Yay.
There's a 1.
Yay. The 20.
Still 22 damage, but I didn't get to do twice.
Sizak gets a multi-attack too?
Yeah, everybody gets a
We all get
multi-attack.
multi-attacks.
Sizak also, I will say, Lenore, what
Mhm.
is your passive perception under
17.
senses? No, it's not perception specifically. Yeah,
Those
but
senses.
we'll say that because Lenore is a druid and understands these things, the insight here is Sizak is starting to look a little worried and starting to look over his shoulder. Shoulder? No,
No.
doesn't have a shoulder. Look
Just
behind
whip
him
the head around a little
for
bit.
at the pool
Okay.
because he is starting to look pretty beat up and bloodied and miserable.
Okay.
Adrian, you get a turn.
Hi.
You get a turn.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
I'm back. I snap out of that paralyzation again and realize that I have bite wounds.
You do.
That's not good. Are both Chef P and Sizak in?
Yeah, they keep
Melee?
closing on you guys every time. They both have a ton of movement.
Okay.
I am currently flanking Sizak for
You
you
are.
because Sizak didn't move.
So you get advantage on those attacks against the snake man, snake beast.
They're both in melee range of me, but I think Adrian wouldn't bother with his little blades and various bludgeoning hammers and things. So I think those fold into the backpack for now. And he is again going to take 2 cannon shots with advantage. I think at this big snaky thing.
Yeah.
It's,
It's
for
tried
the
to
second
paralyze.
time.
It successfully paralyzed you twice. It
Mhm.
has come for you. It has bit upon you,
And it is currently flanked.
and it's currently flanked. So with advantage, first attack, cannon shot.
Boom. Non-natural 20.
Absolutely.
Yay, not
Yay.
my ones.
Another 29. Force damage.
Is making your rolls feel really weak. Your character
Yeah.
is strong.
But
I'm doing
Not
not
when
very
you're
strong
rolling.
stuff.
29 hit. 29 points of damage.
mhm.
It doesn't need much left here.
Okay.
Multi-attack, though?
Yeah, I am multi-attacking.
Yeah.
So
Its body contorts a little bit and like kind of cuts into like weird 90-degree angles for this like normally slithering thing. It's spasming, and behind it the pool of pink moss and stuff is kind of spasming as well, and you're starting to see this like black and pink and stuff mixed together as Sizak is extremely wounded.
I think seeing that, despite Chef P being behind me, I think I want to see if I can take this thing out. So I'm going to make another cannon shot at this guy. A little bit of regret because it is an interesting thing, but I can always record the encounter later for a 25.
Whatever damage you do will kill it.
Yeah,
You
it had
just
one
had to
health.
hit. It had exactly one hit point left.
Okay. I'll roll for fun.
Did you roll terrible this time?
So I got a total of 12. I rolled 2 3s and 2 1s
Nice.
on the D8.
See, there you go.
So, yeah.
As you
I
blast this thing,
Yeah, my little cannon, a tiny little, it's not really a cannonball, or yeah, it's like a little marble almost that's electrified that just shoots out of this cannon
Cool.
into this thing.
it hits this thing and explodes. It's like, now, and it starts freaking out and spasming and like imploding on itself. And as it like almost implodes upon itself, I think you see its little leftover orb that was the lanternfish thing on its head hits the ground in a very pink glow and starts slowly rolling towards the hot spring.
I think I gasp.
Your turn is done.
Oh yeah, that's true. I think there's a immediate look of terror on Adrian's face. His turn is done, but he just reaches out and just this like, grab that! Grab it
And-
now!
Chuffpy looks and says, "Don't mind if I do." And Chuffpy is going to reach down and grab that orb.
Oh. I say, oh.
And just
didn't mean
hold it
you.
and then turn around and take its 2 claws, and he's going to try to attempt to hit both of you. First attack on Lenore. So he's going to move forward and he's going to attack Lenore for a 19 to hit.
That
Oh.
definitely hits.
You are going to take...
That's a lot of dice.
You have been rolling 29s. You know what?
Oh, yeah.
13 points of damage. Not too bad in the grand scheme of things. And then he is going to leap for the puddle. But you guys both would get attacks of opportunity.
Wonderful.
And he is going to do a powerful leap.
Does a 16
A
hit?
16 hits.
Does a 13 hit?
13 does not hit.
Oh.
6 piercing, 13 fire.
Ooh.
6.
So 19 total.
You can finish.
Nice.
Chuffy.
So as
They
Chuffy,
both had 90 hit points. And so, wait, 6 and 13 is
19.
19, which is 80 or 91.
with
That's 1 point
extra.
over.
Nice.
So just as Chef B goes for that leap up towards the hot spring, I managed to just get that extra little bit of height, tippy toe, full on like leap jump
Achilles
with the
heel.
spear.
Like, yeah.
To like get the end of him. And then it's just the initial spear hit with the fire swirls up that spear for that last like spark kind of explosion.
Yeah,
on
and as
him.
he launches and he gets hit, he very different, has more of a mortal death in a way, but kind of goes limp and his body is carried forward, but it's not carried forward as far as he would be able to carry if he had that ability, and he launches forward and he lands amongst the pink moss.
Oh.
And I think his last like death throes are this pink moss starting to grow up around him and consume him.
Can I make kind of like a dexterity lunge to catch that lantern, Sizak's lantern gym thing?
Is it because it's your turn?
No, it's Chuffy's turn.
Well, it's your turn after his anyway. Oh. So we'll say that yes, as you like a bonus action, you can reach out and attempt to grab that orb. 17. Chuffy was reaching forward like he didn't fully understand, but he was going to reach for that puddle. He saw what was happening, and he was like, goes to leap out, and as he gets stabbed and thrown backwards, the orb is dropped, and you are able to reach out and capture it in your hand. As you do so, you feel this overwhelming sense of just wrongness in your body, like this thing does not belong here. It is disturbing.
You just hear Adrian completely disregarding of the rather gruesome death of this strange creature, and the whole situation in his own wounds just goes, "Aha! Yes! Did you get it?"
I'm like holding it out, fingertips like you, and trying to search with my other hand for I'm assuming that I would be the kind of person to carry things like vials or iron boxes, little mini things that help contain magic.
I think at this point I will say I'm going to leave this to you guys, but bringing the orb closer to the hot springs seems to increase the power of these hot springs. So in this moment, we're not in combat. Mm-hmm. You guys can decide how you kind of think this story moment would end for having the orb, whether you keep it or destroy it or whatever, and Lenore and Adrian, as you have successfully defeated these creepy creatures.
So Lenore starts rifling through her robes for something. I don't know what it is, and she's holding that at a very like
an ew kind of like
distance. And Adrian, the final cannon and the extra weapons fold back into his backpack, and he just takes out, like, he's already wearing gloves, but he just takes out like an extra glove to put on top just in case. Like a rubber glove that you would put on. And he just steps towards you, avoiding the algae, but just makes a motion for you to hand it to him and just says, ooh, I want to see. I'm a researcher.
And I go, well, you can hold it for a minute, but this thing feels very gross and probably needs containment. Hang on, I've got something here somewhere.
Adrian would like to make an Arcana check on this thing. Mm-hmm. I want to see what it is.
Yeah.
And
intelligence check, I believe.
And
unless you have a detect magic or something like that.
I have a specific Arcana stat, which is why I
go ahead then. I don't even know what it is. I will say,
yes.
Oh yeah.
A 23.
A 23. Extra planar, as we talked about with both of these creatures, this orb, this thing, the moss, the black puddle. This is totally something that is unnatural. This orb, even being in this plane of existence, is dangerous to the world. And you guys happen to catch the beginnings of something that could have been quite bad. The orb still being in existence has a potential of danger.
Yeah, I think while I'm waiting for this druid and examining this thing, taking out my magnifying glasses and stuff, how beat up are you?
I've got like a third of health left.
Okay, I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on myself.
Yeah.
I am sorry, but I had 12 health left.
You probably see me pulling things out of my pocket. And then I put it down on a rock, and then I'm wrapping wounds with my own kind of stuff.
And do you find something in your pocket?
I'm hoping for I'm
letting you tell me.
Yeah, I think that I've got like a magic containment, some sort of lead-lined boxes.
Okay.
With just the intention of enclosing it, keeping the magic contained, but while we figure out how to destroy it, whether that's taking that back to more people that might know more or have other abilities to send things back to planes.
Yeah.
That kind of thought process.
Okay. I think as you hand it to her.
Yeah, I hand it to her.
Okay. With a
Close it.
loud clap, you close it, and this pool, this hot spring behind you, having no connection to this plane anymore, all these pink moss things start to turn to sort of like liquid mush grossness and seep back into the hot spring. And then the hot spring starts bubbling and boiling and bursting. And with a loud like, gush, it bursts into the air and just releases this extremely hot, vast amount of geyser into the air. And
I think I just grab Lenore's arm and just yank her as far away as I can.
I think
the shield goes up over
yeah,
her
yeah.
face,
You guys,
kind of thing.
and all this hot stuff splatters next to you guys and it hits the ground and everything. And I think as it settles and the mist of the geyser settles, you realize that it's pushed back this ashen cloud. And as it settles from this moment of being a geyser, it pushes everything back enough that you were able to see further than the Sizak and Shuffpea bubble. And it has cleared this area, and the hot spring geyser is just a little scar in the ground with no liquid left in it anymore.
I think Lenore would be like looking around and go, well, I guess I can still learn something new. As she's
You
like
and
wrapping up.
both. That was fascinating. I'm sorry. What's your name?
Oh, I'm Lenore.
I'm Adrian. Nice to meet you. I hold out a hand. He's very just super excited now. Do you shake it?
I reach out to shake hands, little bit like yes, human, and just say thanks for your assistance.
Yeah, sure. I think I figured out something of what that little crystal bit is.
I think
you
we
might
just
want
go
to get
into
that.
discussing as we like wander
Yeah,
off.
I like to
together
think
kind
you
of
guys
thing,
shake your hands and wander off, and we zoom out to Adrian
I pull out my
furiously
notebook.
writing on your pen once more, and you guys are walking down the mountain, and everything seems to go back to relative normalcy here.
Yeah.
as
Adrian's super chatty. Lenore's more of like the not bothered by him, but mostly just
how you would treat like a talkative grandchild.
yes, just like the listen politely, nod occasionally.
Yeah.
Good ideas. Yes.
And you guys
Keep walking
Yeah,
this way.
you guys make your way down to Lenore's nearby druid village, and Adrian can learn what he needs to learn. And I will say that for now, the realm is saved. This realm of creation, of nonsense, of improvisation.
That was fun.
Improvisation.
Just improv.
Improv world, thank you. Where you guys almost designed your own demise. How low
Nice.
was Adrian?
I had 12 health.
Oh, nice.
23
Close.
for
Out of
me.
my 71.
With the creepy creatures and everything. Hey, thanks. That was fun.
That was fun.
It's got eyeballs and heads and creepy attacks. And yeah, it was fun to try to sit here and come up with everything. I know it was a little bizarro, but thanks for people listening. If
If you
enjoyed
that,
it, join us next week. We'll get back to Mirelight.
Yeah.
And you'll maybe hear all three voices again.
but until next time on
The Adventurous.
Adventurous.
Just until next time. What?